And let's continue. Ba-bam! I'm gonna take a drink here first. Woo! Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm drinking, the 2020 Voodoo Mountain Dew flavor, by the way. It's really good. It tastes like Skittles. It's kind of horrifying how much it tastes like Skittles, but it's really good. I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room. But what's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. Yeah, I was wondering when this time of death was gonna come into play, because it's like an hour and 30 minutes spread. Which is very normal for a time of death. Like, it could be anywhere between, you know, about an hour. Depending on the decaying of the organs, the level of how much blood's in the body, how cold or warm he is, the chemical reactions from stuff that's left over. Like, there are all these factors, obviously, that go into forensic analysis of a body. But you can get pretty precise, but not super precise, unless you have a witness. But that's not forensic, obviously. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Stop reading my thoughts. She keeps doing that. She's got the script. She is psychic. She's a fae, and she's just not telling me. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. I like that. I like science awaits us. All right. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department's murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. Yeah, the oil drum thing. Pop my neck. Ooh. That was a good one. I got it both ways. Ooh. Oh, it's always nice to stand up and get a little break from sitting down and looking at the screen the whole time. I need to try and maybe elevate my screen somehow, because it's a little rough looking, because I have to kind of look down. Maybe I can... There we go. Get my chair down a little bit. Tilt the monitor. Bam. Ah, that's actually much better. Like, I can already immediately feel the difference. I should have done that a long time ago. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! She keeps reading the script! Tiara, you were so right. She's got the script in her little science bag. You read the script? Did you find it over there? What's that? Is that the script? It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? Ah, I should have got the Plinkett emote. Oh well. I need to figure that shit out, because it bothers me. This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Yeah, I was gonna say, surely there's residue or something. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You got an extra pair of those things? Whoa! To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Let's find us some ritual of the nights. Yeah, there, we got it. Okay, now examine. Bloodstained ritual of the night. Bloodstained ritual of the night. Do symphonies go with the... I think they might. I think there's a strong possibility. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a blood stain? It's so... blech. Emma, you're shaking. It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay. Well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically. Yeah, the amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? Ooh, that sounds fun. I need to play those Castlevania games. That's gotta be on my list for things to play, because I've played very little of any of them. So I'll definitely take a look at those sometime. And just remind me, because I want to look at those Etrian Odyssey games too. Those are a couple of games that you really like that I'm like, have never really known about much. And I always like getting into things that other people really like, because it makes me like it more for some reason. I don't know, I'm a sympathetic enjoyer. Average sympathy. Average sympathy appreciator, Giga Chad. Anyways, I definitely think so. Shut up. Don't do this to me. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay? Oh, God. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Your allowance from who? Your sister? From one very proud-looking Emma Skye. That's sweet. Oh, I guess I didn't close my door all the way, because, like, the air pressure sucked it closed, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Who's in my room? But we're good. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. This is a line right here. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, I can't just subpoena it. I have to actually find it for myself, which I apparently am not even supposed to be doing in the first place. Whatever. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? I guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. But oh, it's her. I thought it was the cowboy. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I mean, sure, it's a day old, but it looks good. Oh. I'm fine with it. I'm low class, though. I'm Mr. Low Society. I got friends in low places and all that. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. Jesus. Oh, we know it's your fault, bitch. Don't you worry about that, you son of a... Like, damn. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough. You see, I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's forgivable. You should be in jail right now. Unforgivable, I mean. I think I chopped off a syllable there with my Rich Evans mouth. My monstrous creatures. Shadow Down. That's right, Rich. Shadow Down. That's what it's called. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw the chief prosecutor's Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Oh. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. Oh. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? I have to get going. I can't spend time dancing and snapping to the music. Supposedly, I'm trying to burn through this thing. Get my drink a little. Ah, ooh, that's better. There's nothing in that drink, by the way. It's just the Mountain Dew and nothing else. Nothing to clear my throat and, you know, loosen it a little bit. Nothing like that at all. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. She can be your angel or you were devil. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the Cough Up Queen. I don't know, I'm just thinking the I can be your angel or your devil thing. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired. Yeah, that's fucked up. I mean, especially if she gets results. Like, come on. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Wait, she doesn't mean the SL9 incident. profile. What is profiles? What the fuck? Oh, I have profiles on people. You know. I probably had that the whole time and I've never looked at that. Because I've never brought it up in this 100% my fucking girlfriend. Yeah. Oh, I love that post too. It's so good. Well, what do you think about this switchblade knife? This SL9? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yeah, tell me more. So why are you telling me more about it? Come on, lady. Okay. Well, there's nothing to examine, but I kind of thought that when I went into examine, I could spray. I guess I just wanted to check. Anyway, I guess I gotta present her the note too. Yeah, it's the same. I figured because she mentioned them both. Yeah. Yeah, you should probably tell me more about that. You should probably tell me more. Why aren't you telling me more about that, lady? Come on! Get to the chopper! I wonder what happened. I also wonder what happened. Oh, sorry. I just was skipping through dialogue. I had one of those up until 2 years ago, you know. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? I didn't show badge. Shit! I need to remember to show my badge. I feel bad because the only time I've showed it was for Gumshoe, and he's like, you show me this every time, and I'm like, no, I don't. I'm the only person who doesn't. I'm so sorry. We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's, but it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Well, she's not telling me shit. So it's time to move. It's time to move. Oh no, not before I show my badge. Shit, I already forgot. Hey, bitch. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. That's pretty good. Thank you for reminding me, Tiara. You show me this every time we meet, pal. Well, she's not telling me anything. So I'm leaving. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I gotta go talk to the lady. Is she here? She's in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How'd you kill him? Who in two places at the same time? Ugh, can you imagine? Pollock Swart. Pollock Swart, mall attorney. Oh, that's a Photoshop waiting to happen. I can like see it in my brain. I'm too bad to make it. Pollock Swart, mall attorney. That first Paul Blart movie is really good. People are down on it for some reason, but I like that movie. It had that really good song in it. All that good 80s music. I should have played that. Well, I mean, I was thinking about all my folk music. But whatever. How is she supposed to answer that? Oh wait, that was Phoenix. Next break maybe. Yeah, there will probably be one more break before I'm done. Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. All right, let's come back later. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we might end up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. All right, police department it is. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the desk, I'm trying to give her some kind of voice, but I can't do it. I'm bad at lady voices. We're trying to like, I don't know. She's fine. I can do slightly higher voice and it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but all my voices are bad accents. But there's no girl accent. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Dun 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 dun. February 23rd. Blah blah blah. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. I wonder who works here. Yeah, yeah, it's like you think for half a second, what's up? Oh yeah, I think I know who works here. I take a wild guess. This orgy of evidence. Look at all that booze. Look, he even imported Japanese sake. The wild, wild guess when I roll into the wild, wild west. Straight to the wild, wild west. Big Will. The guard station. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. Phoenix, that sucks. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Well, no shit, lady. No, this is it. This is it. But where's my mouse? There it is. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would just think one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, the sad music. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Idiot. This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a myself. More of a oh, I can't examine Texas? That's too bad. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Oh wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. All this fucking booze. I can't examine booze. Look, it's all like wrapped around the thing. This is great. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? Oh, I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. Poochie has to go back to his home planet. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Poncho has to go back to his home planet. And they let poor Poncho low. Left his split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. I could have done him a Willie Nelson voice. I like Willie Nelson's voice. It's fun to sing songs in that voice. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of most of his music. And you're always on my mind. Like, it's just okay. But Poncho and Lefty blows the doors freaking down. That song is incredible. Anyway, video game. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Well, let's do that. Click the button. Pushy, pushy the button. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Or an ID card. Yeah. Yeah. No. No such luck. Well, what the fuck? What am I doing here? Hello? Hello? No. No. What happened? What do? How I get in? How do I trigger him coming to stop me from doing something? There's nothing else to poke. I'm gonna take a drink real fast, excuse me. Ah. Ah, that's better. So there's nothing left here. I don't know. I guess I go and try and get more information out of the lady? Because that's literally the only thing I have left that I can interact with. Oh yeah, I could try. Well, yeah, let's try that. Maybe that'll be it. I think. E-spray, yeah. I don't think this is it. That's kind of fun though. But it was worth a shot. At least it was something to do, right? I guess I'm just gonna hot and tarnation. Yeah, that's the thing. I was just waiting for something to trigger him coming in and be like, don't do that. Like, I thought we were gonna be like, oh, we'll just get into the computer. And then he was gonna come in and be like, motherfucker, what are you doing, boy? Let's just show her everything. The parking lot floor plans. What about this? Oh, fuck. What about these? Could you take a look at this? Take a look at this. You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is bullshit. That's what you meant to say, Phoenix. Yeah, what the fuck about this photo? Speaking of which, if you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Maybe now she'll talk? Yes! Thank you! That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh yeah, this is when this guy was demoted to this guy was demoted to patrolman too, because they said he used to be a detective, right? So I guess it's all related. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. Escape room. Yeah, it does have a very escape room energy. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught, And executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail. Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Oh, wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Well, let's go see, because that sounds like Jake Marshall, Jake Marshall, Jake Marshall. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! 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 Please do! One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you! Detective Gumshoe! Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Gumshoe! think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's not the time for despair. We've got our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal? You mean?
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
I sure did. He's killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, the other suspect. Yes.
Just arrested him. Ah, you're back.
It's the biggest excuse me?
It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto! Standing around here talking ain't gonna fill my belly.
Oh, wait, don't leave.
If you wanna know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Oh god, I got a yawn.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, poor Gumshoe. He's doing his best. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Let's see if our guy's there. Nope. Just wanted to make sure. You gotta be careful about these things. Be careful. I don't know why they make me go through there to get to the detention room now, because they didn't used to make me, okay? Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ugh! Feedback? What was that? Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated again. Like me. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna real quick. I am gonna tweet out and reblog that I'm still going. Just cause I want to. We're still live, pal. Phoenix Wright is going down. Oh, I spelled Phoenix wrong. Oh, unacceptable behavior. All right, and let's tweet it out real fast. Still live, pal. Come say hello. Hooray! Hey, I got 2 followers in the span of a week. I'm riding pretty high, I'll have you know. Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. Oh man. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? He totally is. You, Officer Meekins. You didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? Now Now, this is an unexpected turn of events.
Sir, I'm patrolling. Sir.
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir, and the guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor, and that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ow!
What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy eyes, sir. If you ever label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me a victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and, alive and well and all that.
Yes, that's true, sir. I suppose you didn't say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Oh, well, sir, if I had to label him a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side, sir.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I no intention of killing him, sir. None. No, nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
but sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
And then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
And then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! The sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
I mean, don't they have the security footage?
No one ever talks about the security footage. No one talks about it.
I'll just start presenting him things.
You think they could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir.
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment. Well, I guess it was a good thing I just picked that first. I just started going from left to right because I'm a genius, a brain genius, as it were.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing would be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Oh, well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
Oh, well, my only other girl voice is like an oboe voice, and that's no good. Oh, well. Anime nap voice. Oh, well.
That's right, sir. That's just what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you that I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and laughed at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him.
Do unto others as you, before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir. Before they do unto you.
Oh, nutmeg. Oh, well, I don't know who you're talking about. But if it sounds like that, that's probably right. Because it's just me doing a little oh voice.
But no one wants to hear me do that. That's annoying. I mean, I guess no more, annoying than Morty. But whatever. Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right.
So, Officer Meekins, is that why they arrested you?
I'll try and add a little more ooh-woo, just to make it clear she's a girl voice.
Cause I gotta do something, man. I'm working my butt off here.
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted you to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. I'm gonna keep stuttering until you find those kids. I think that dude is funnier as Blendin than he is as Morty. Grobnar! Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. That's like the most Japanese sentence of this era of Japanese translation. That man on that day at that time.
He does have a really good thinking face. I'm gonna cap it. Let's just get a little. There we go. Look at him go. Funkin'. I'll post it in the Discord just for fun. He be thonkin'.
Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? The videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me on tape.
And you waited until now to tell us that?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks. I have my own.
Big Mink dimension. The Big Meek dimension. You see that mountain?
Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. I should show him badge. Yes, showing the badge. You love it. Speaking of badge, Officer Meekins, have a look at this.
Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir.
Huh?
I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it.
Me? Why would I?
I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir.
Is he talking about those badges on our coat? Incel moments. Incel moments. I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. That was pretty cringe, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You just went down like quite a bit in my estimation, poor Officer Meekins.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief detective's desk.
It's Police East Chief Gant. Yeah, I mean, that's also, I forget, because they just treat her like she's kind of an adult. I guess Japan.
Oh yeah, that mascot's... Isaac, don't say this to me. I'm dissolving. I'm dissolving into mist after being struck by magical blasts or weapons or beams of light or whatever. What was that? Can you find that for me?
No, I have to stream. I have to finish this game.
I'm gonna finish it, damn it.
And you're sure this is all, Thank you, Tiara. Dissolving into mists after being struck by like magical blasts or beams of light or something. It's something like that, and I can't get over it. The like focus on the family guide to the violence or whatever in Kingdom Hearts, which I appreciate. I appreciate those things because when you're a parent, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's ESRB. I think it literally is like some Christian focus on the family type thing where it's like, guide to your kids doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna read this real fast. Fuck this video game. This is a compilation of action role-playing games based on the Kingdom Hearts franchise in which players assume the roles of young warriors trying to stop a destructive power. Players use key-shaped swords, magical spells, and attack cards to defeat classic Disney villains. e.g. Jafar, Ursula, Hades, and fantasy creatures, e.g. dragons, magical armor, and shadow imps, in melee-style combat. Battles are accompanied by cries of pain and bursts of light. Enemies just generally disappear into amid colorful orbs when defeated. Some sequences allow players to shoot projectiles from a first-person perspective. A handful of cutscenes depict characters dramatically dissolving into mist after being struck by magical swords or blasts of energy. One sequence depicts red blood stains on coins. That's what it is. Is it ESRB? Okay, good. I thought it was literally like some like family guide. ESRB makes it just as funny, but in a totally different direction. Because I thought it was like, oh, before your kids do, here's this thing. Because those sites exist, and I'm sure you could find a version of that. But it's the ESRB, God. Dramatically dissolving into mist after being struck by magical swords or blasts of energy. Oh my God, magical swords or blasts of energy. That's what I'm doing. Dissolving into mist. Dramatically dissolving into mist after being struck by magical swords or blasts of energy. Mwah, it's so beautiful.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
May contain rude language. Character calls another stupid. Facts and evidence.
The chief of detectives sure looks a little flustered.
Ha ha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Chief Grant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
He has his own music too.
Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
His theme is literally swimming anyone. That's hilarious. What is his deal? I mean, hopefully we'll find it out, but come on.
Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yup, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case. Righto.
Von Karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say.
He just has a really nice swimming pool.
Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, Rhino. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And in this particular, well, it's a little sensitive. And I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Well, let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
I'm just gonna present shit to him.
I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Sorry, Rhino. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger.
Looks like he's...
not saying a shit.
Well, let's go to the guard station and see if our guy's there. Fucking no! He's still gone. Nothing? Alright. Let's go find Gumshoe, I guess. Nothing? Wait a minute. Where to go? I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys think he needs anything else, or like... I don't know. I couldn't find... Where's Gumshoe? You say go find him, where is he? He's not here. Is he here? No. I don't know. Sorry, coughing. Still working on it. Will you try talking to him again? I don't know. Let's go back and see. There's nothing to talk to him about. There's nothing... I mean, there's nothing different. That's just Blue Badger. He's still hanging out. The future star of the police force. Maybe that could be it. TM. Super Blue Badger. Yeah, speaking of which, speaking of people who read things. Very now. I showed this doll to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up. Yeah. Dude, you got problems. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, this is the chief. What exactly did the chief of police want you? Oh, she did say to ask him, huh? Well, you see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. Yeah, he doesn't even get a Sprite. Chief doesn't matter.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. There's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. Yeah, just in case.
I wonder.
Hey, what do you think about this? Nothing. No, he hates it. He hates it. No, the lost item report, I guess, is something else. No, nothing out here. What are you guys talking about? How many fingers do you see? I don't know. 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Oh, he's gotta get glasses. Oh, the date. Yeah, that is the date. It's the same as on the thing. Yeah, February 21st. Totally the same. No, he's still not here. Well, fuck. Fuck movie. Maybe that's what we need to show Meekins. Hey, Meekins, what do you think of this? Oh, I guess I could. He didn't finish writing it. 5'9". That is his ID, right? No. How does he forget his own ID? 5'9". I'm sure that's important too. Every freaking detail is important. That's just how it works. Chekhov's gun the game. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know nothing.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. We got nothing better to do. It looks like a 9, but he scratched it out because it's supposed to be 8, right? Because his ID is 8. If he's officially reporting the thing, I don't know. I don't know what it means. And I can't scroll down to see more of it. So we'll just have to deal. What do you think of it? Take a look at this. Fuck. No, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Yeah, it's not that hard. Yeah, we pre-infuse the leaves. Whatever, lady. Get out of my face. No, nothing here. What do you think? You know, the thing. Killed in 2 places. No, you're not helpful. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, he got owned. He got owned super hard because he was a dick. Can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Yeah, it seems like that, huh? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm running up against it, folks. I'm like 2 seconds away from just looking up a guide. Cause I don't want to waste time, you know? Yeah, that'd be better, cause I don't want to know what happens. I don't want to read a guide and then get super spoiled. But I also don't want to waste everyone's time, right? No one likes that. No one likes seeing someone run around in circles. Yeah, that'd be great, Tiara. Thanks for your help. I'm gonna go to the restroom while you do that real fast. Because I might as well. Alright. I guess I can just keep giving stuff to this guy to see if he reacts to anything. What about the knife? No, he hates it. Shit, he's not gonna react to anything. No. Do I give the steak to him? No. He hates it. No, yesterday was day 2. This is day 3. Because day 2 was us getting all the stuff, because on let me check and see what it says. Oh, day 2 investigate. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I thought that, okay, so yesterday was the same day. I'm confused. Yeah, it's investigation day 2, because the way that they say the things, because you have 3 days for the trial, right? But I physically cannot help the person on the first day because it happened after 4 p.m., which is after you can register. But I think that still counts as a day, technically. So I think this is the last day for the trial, even though there's only been 2 days of the trial. Or maybe that's wrong and maybe I'm stupid. Who knows? Who knows what's happening? Oh, the High Prosecutor's Office. Shoot, I haven't been there yet. I don't know why that's not on. I'm gonna go to the High Prosecutor's Office first, because that's something I haven't done yet. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Huh? I guess we'll have to come back. Alright, well that didn't work. At least it was something new. Jeez. Oh man. Oh shit. He just had something extra to say. Well, there you go. It didn't seem like he had anything extra to say. He didn't indicate that like the other people did. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room.
Now, Righto.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him 50, no problem.
Okie doke, thank you. Hopefully I won't get stuck again. Hopefully I'll just breeze right through it and not make dumbass mistakes like that.
So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along now, and do your best. Now, later, folks.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl.
Yeah, they keep making the gavel noises. It's giving me anxiety.
Guard station. No. Okay, do I click on the... The evidence room is just beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Grant. Gant.
I keep wanting to say Grant because that's a normal name for a human being to have.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off. See?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's skies so gray?
And I have to bribe him with the steak, of course. Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for?
Everyone can read my brain. It's not fair. Yeah, it's probably just nice and chilly, nice and cool.
As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then? They keep reading the script. It's impossible to stop them.
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, hombres. Well, what if I gave you a steak?
That smell, reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
All right, Bambina. You win.
Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk. She literally is reading my thoughts. What is happening in this video game? I'm horrified, personally. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. That's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention.
Oh, shit. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. I walked the line.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Doji, yeah, same.
But then, because English is confusing, if there were two G's, it'd be doggy. Because the G's would interrupt the two vowels and it wouldn't make the O a long O. Ah, English! So just sensical.
I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on a horse named Zippy. English, please! Please, English, you must help me.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the police.
You mean the security camera system?
No, I don't take to machines too much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in your steak, you know?
Hey, that stewed broccoli's alright. I like a little broccoli with my steak. It evens it out. You get a little green with your meat. Nothing wrong with that. Miss Starr told us something. She said you were a detective until 2 years ago?
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. And that's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
But what kind of case was it anyway? I've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks.
Yeah, cauliflower is no good. It's a poor excuse for. Oh, look at that. Look at my Steam shit popping up. Oh, embarrassing.
The easiest ones to understand, these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, tapes are automatically erased in every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
Well, I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard, and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
Unless the card reader by the door.
Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
7777777 at 4:20 p.m.
Anyway, that's his ID.
Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
Yeah, too bad it doesn't have an outgoing log. I'm sure that won't be relevant at all.
Well, I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing.
Let's get to the stabbing then.
Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only the evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision of 2 years ago. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake. See?
So, what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
I don't blame him because he run in head, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he wouldn't name me Sue.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
The one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
See, it's related. It's the same. So let me do my mnemonic thing. L V R N D V B. So lever, nut shape, nut shop. Yeah, lever nut shop. Now I've got all the letters memorized. Lever nut shop. No, 8 isn't sh. It's F or V. So, lever not fop. Lever, not fop. There.
No, I don't like that. I'll have to think of a better one.
Lever. Let's see. Let me think about it. Lever or leave. Run to leave, run to F or V. So vape, leave, run to vape. Someone's got to take a smoke break really quick. They're bolting out of the building. They leave, run to vape. Works for me. My mnemonic, if you don't know already: 1 d t, 2 3 4 5 6 j sh ch, 7 g k, 8 f v, and 9 p b. It covers all the consonant sounds of the alphabet, so you can always have any word be these words. So leave, run to vape, and those are the numbers in my head. So yeah, never gonna forget that again. It was used at 4:15 or 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
A lot of people would pay a lot of money for a program like that. My parents did. But I just gave that to you for free. That's free, baby.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. He pointed a knife at me.
Yeah, so that definitely isn't the real Detective Goodman. That's a different guy. He just had his ID card. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. Well, I guess I can give you this ID card record.
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to the other people with IDs here. Well, I think it's time to go into the evidence room. Oh yeah, I can totally look at it. So we've got all 7s at 420, 8730579 at 440, 4989596 at 450. We've got Bruce Goodman, who I assume we have filled in ourselves right here at 415, and then Meekins directly after him, 4989596. Wait. That means Meekins came in at 450. Well, then what the hell was he doing? Does he patrol us on purpose? I don't know. There's some mysterious goings on around here.
I hurt myself today.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So, this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard?
Or RE3 for that matter. Oh no! Alright, something fell off my desk.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Shit, his voice is gone.
After you're back. Heck, if anyone asks me for $50, so go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50? Even me? That's crazy.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for the day.
Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for today.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans added to the court record. How's it going, Gumshoe?
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're the boss for the day?
Stuttering like some kind of moron.
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm adamant though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card.
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is encoded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, you see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handle is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it,
Bazap! You get shock!
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. You are shocked! You are shocked!
No, yeah, you're thinking correctly. You're on the right track.
You are shocked!
Alright, well, tell us about shit. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Yeah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number. Is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
Wow, I got that right super fast.
What?
Why would Edgeworth have come into the evidence room? Hey. Now he's all pissed, but he's not gonna tell us any more about SL6, or SL9, sorry, DL6, SL9. Well, let's examine for a minute.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist, and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams. Oh, it won't open. Did you really think it would?
Hey pal, our security is high tech around here.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry looking fishing pole that is.
Dad, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Yeah, I was gonna say, you've seen both of these things.
Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case on Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
And that cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
I agree, Gumshoe.
Whoa, blood!
It's blood! What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use our testing fluid to check it out. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of the SL9 evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try and put it back together?
Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Oh, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, shit.
Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, we got this, guys. We got it. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it. No, not quite, huh?
Okay. Shit, there we go. Okay, this isn't nearly as back-breaking labor as I thought it was gonna be. Ooh. It's missing a piece, huh? Somebody took the shadow puzzles. Yeah, very much so.
It's time to play the puzzles on the Ruby Weapon Show.
Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
Okay, well at least that was a nice Gumshoe is not mentally challenged moment. I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw.
I kind of understand now how it got broken.
Unstable jar.
Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been the war against depression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? Alright. Let's take a yawn. God, there's so much evidence. Whoa, blood! It's blood! That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien!
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked, eh? I don't know why I have to spray it multiple times, but okay.
I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine!
It's yours?
Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Or else you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, wouldn't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
We're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, well, it looks like that's all there was. Let's slide just to make sure. Whoa! What's that? Good thing I just made sure.
Ah, why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door.
This might just be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. The floor plans that I don't have. Sure. Have fun, Tiara. Is there anything else to present to him? The ID card. That's only good.
Always leave your car. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe. Rebel against the system. Did he? Oh yeah, he totally did. I was thinking like, because normally that stuff comes up in the trial. Like it's only until the trial we're like, here's the floor plans. For sure.
Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth has the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection.
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was the man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Oh shit. I need to talk to her. Yeah, SL9 incident.
Now that was a bloody violent case.
Violent? So it was a murder.
A serial killing.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this case after all.
But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago.
That puts Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors? About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
Oh, they're the same thing. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skyler to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, of course. Someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal.
Art?
He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. Well, they took the Blue Badger away for a while.
Really? Why?
Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day.
I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it.
I don't know of anything else to give him necessarily. That's the photo that Miss Thor took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
Miss Thor is quite the lady. Why, I remember. It was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened.
16. That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Wait, what the fuck? What? Talk about what happened?
Can't open the lockers. Police department lacks faith in its locking system because they'll give you 50 cents if you can open it. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after the opening of his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Oh, let's say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing.
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal. Okay, he don't know nothing. Nothing around here. Okay, we already asked him about this. Okay, I think Detective Gumshoe's all evidenced out. There's a lot to do here. It didn't seem like there would be. I mean, it kind of did, but I didn't think there would be that much. Much faith in evidence, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't care. Oh, yeah, we're lost, dude. Yeah, he hates it. He can't fucking stand it. All right, moving right along. Search of good times and good news. Da 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 da. Bum bum ba da 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 da. No, she doesn't care. No, I don't think she cares about any of this. I had to stop by and see if Miss Star gave a shit. Apparently not. What do you think, Meekums? What do you think about the ID card record?
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
No, he has no idea. He's just brainless. No, Meekins no shit. Well, come on, Meekins. Help yourself out a little here. Oh, what's his face is gone. It's just a nothing. There's nothing here. So who do I talk to? You don't have any ideas. Hey. I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. Meekums is in the detention center and he doesn't know anything. This lady's here and she doesn't know anything. Wait, get back. Okay, so I have... What are my new pieces of evidence? I have
this lost item, this ID card record, floor plans, its locker, and staple jar. I'll just ask everybody everything. You care about this? No, he hates it. Spitting in my face actively as we speak. Doesn't care, doesn't care, doesn't care, doesn't care, doesn't care. Shoot you that, they shoot you for that in Texas. They do, they shoot you for everything in Texas. Well, he doesn't give a shit about literally anything. So I guess we move right along. Mika didn't care either. And she certainly didn't care. She doesn't like that. No. Come on, keep going. Whatever. This is not helping. Maybe go back to... Did I miss something in here? No. Did I get... Oh. Is that a different thing? Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? I mean, it does have a tag on it. Okay. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. Oh, cool. I'm going to give them my report for the day. What the fuck? It might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. No. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. See you later. Alright, I guess we can go to see Edgeworth now. So that's good. That's progress. I thought the whole evidence scene was one thing, but I guess not. So I have to go all the way from here to here to here to here.
Yes, my apologies. Yes, have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Betty.
Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Yeah, the hotel? Yeah, no, they're not gonna draw a new thing just for this. What are you, crazy?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
He's pretty door dashing. That's exactly what it is, actually. They predicted it. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me. Somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
No, I was just going crazy. I thought I got an alert on my phone. His horrible, like, side-looking face. It's just awful. It's really good. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still a presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Oh, right. I better check this out now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Grant, no less. Gant. Not Grant, that's a normal name.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Well, shit, bruh. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. I have 2 pages of evidence. Oh, great. Alright, alright. Wait, I mean...
Ah, boo! We get it, Edgeworth.
He's already seen everything else. He's got nothing to say. Can I ask him about... I guess this is how you ask people about the case, specifically? I know you. You've probably already got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident. There we go. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about it sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Can I talk to him now? Yeah! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. And that wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than usual. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Uh-huh. Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. Damn.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth. I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yeah! Alright, we're on track. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I wasn't wrong before I did get an alert. My dad's texting me about stuff. Let me just get through here. Let me look at it real fast. Sorry, very embarrassing. Okay, it looks like I go help with dinner and stuff. So I will finish up really quickly. There we go. All right, so looks like we're not getting all the way through this, but we made tons of good progress. I might just stream again tomorrow, just because I want to get done, man. I want to blow through this crap. And by this crap, I mean this really fun game that I enjoy a whole lot. But let's see if I can't get to, right up to the trial before I stop, because then that'd be a great place to start up again, is just the trial. Handprint, handprint. Melvin, brother of the Joker. Yeah, let's use it. But not... Oh, I was gonna say not on this one, on the other one.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I can't really tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
I mean, that's got the most, that's the clearest one. I'd say normally the pointer, but I bet they wanted me to choose the thumb. Even though it's like a half print because it's sideways. But I guess that's all you need. Maybe you can get a match.
Let me show you how it's done.
I'm just starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
How do you do that?
With enter, see?
Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? Well, how do I do that? With your mouth, asshole, with E.
Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything.
Yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure this is the DS version, so that's definitely what's going on. Because I think this is a port of the DS version. Because there was also like a WiiWare version. And there's a version on modern consoles too, I believe. So it's all over the place, man.
And those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I'd better give it a try.
Ah, you did it! You found one!
But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left this fingerprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking closer at the locker again. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. Like this one? Whoa! Let's get it off. Get the whole thing. Come on, but that's not the whole thing? I gotta keep clicking all over the place. There we go.
Yay! A fingerprint so clear it's amazing! Or dazzling, I guess.
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. and point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case.
Whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Yeah, it's Gumshoe. This is fun. I gotcha, Gumshoe.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yeah, finally. Wait, how do I... Oh, wait, I have to go into... I'm doing my best. This is where we got the luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There go her eyes, sparkling again. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit? Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
All right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, you must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. So like right here. Just jam the enter key over and over. Just this sucks on a computer. Hey. I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching fingerprints, will it?
But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print.
Okay, let's find a different finger then.
Ah ha 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 ha. Click 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 click. Come on, that's totally, yeah, that's totally clear enough. Get it together. Wait a minute. Is that it? Just a different angle? It looks like it, but let's check the other ones. Could have been, oh, it's Jake Marshall. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
And it looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Da, 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 da. All right, well, that's perfect. That's a great place to stop. All saved up. I don't know why it asks me to save again, but I'm saving again. Ooh. And it was 5 hours. I streamed a lot longer than I normally do. And it was all the same game. So we made a lot of progress towards the end of this thing. So we can move on to a different visual novel. Because I don't want to have too many, because I'd just be busting my voice over and over. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, folks. I'm gonna just head back to the main menu here if it'll let me. Title screen. Yeah, I just want to end on the title screen because that makes me feel better. I'll see you later. Thanks, Tiara, for your help, and thanks for watching. Thank you, Isaac, if you're still around. Thank you to my new follower, and thank you to anyone who stopped in or who's watching on the archive channel. I really appreciate all of it, because I love doing this, and I love any excuse to. See y'all on the flip side.